Today on the Hear Them Out with Hannah Mears podcast, I'm joined by a special guest and a co-host. My co-host today is Ohio State's #1 ranked Luke Pletcher at 141 pounds. He's a senior now, all washed up, not very important, but somebody who has left a legacy behind as an Ohio State Buckeye this year is Gary Traub, more commonly and famously known as Gas Tank Gary. Gary, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah? How are you enjoying quarantine?
It's been weird. There's starting to be a lot more people out because it's starting to get a little nicer, but it's definitely been, a little weird, like not being able to go out to the usual places that you would go and stuff like that. So
where are the places that you're missing going? Where are the usual places that Gas Tank Gary is seeing around campus?
Just our favorite restaurants, Portofino's, $2 sliced pizza, they're not open anymore. So you can't go in there, and just all the places that you would go and hang out, they're closed. So you're kind of forced to, whether you not hang out with a few people around you. So I'm stuck with Cleary and Colin, and Reagan. So it's not really the best company to keep. And Luke's back home obviously. So.
But he's not the best quarantine partner either. He's terrible at puzzles. He hasn't mastered acro yoga at all. So, I mean, it's okay that I'm quarantined with him, but, he could step up his side of things a little bit, I think.
If we had puzzles that actually you could finish, that would be great.
The only puzzle that we've attempted to put together, we had to burn because we got through the whole thing, and there was no picture on how to put together the puzzle. And every piece fit together, and we get to the end, and we were missing a piece. And it might have been the most frustrating thing we've done in our whole lives. But aside from quarantine, something awesome that happened to you this year is that you became a sensation at Ohio State. Tell me the legend of Gas Tank Gary and how that came to be.
Oh gosh, it really started after I think it was the Cornell match, maybe the Stanford match, and because I won it late, and some guy on Twitter said we should call him Gas Tank Gary because he just keeps going. So it kind of just started from a Twitter guy. And, people kind of ran with it. And then all of a sudden, everyone's calling me Gas Tank. So I just kind of, embraced it a little bit. But go ahead.
More than embraced it, though. Your dad ended up making shirts, too. This really caught on.
Yeah, he had some guy in Cincinnati, start printing them out. Just, literally you've seen them probably, the Gas Tank. Luke has one. And just literally, putting them in a big gym bag to every home match, and then as soon as I was up, just chucking them at people and just throwing them out. So it was pretty crazy.
I would have thought about it. I would have worn my Gas Tank shirt today. I brought it home.
Yeah,
It was dirty.
Instead, he wore this. I mean, it's fine. I'm bridging the gap right now between Penn State, Ohio State, and I'm letting him wear this. But I would wear the Gas Tank shirt.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But Gary, you ended up getting all of this clout essentially with Gas Tank. I mean, if you look at your Twitter bio right now, you're embracing this pretty hard. So how were you able to handle all that clout and all the distractions going on outside of wrestling and still trying to maintain a good record for your team?
It was definitely an adjustment, because you go from being the guy that nobody really knows about.
Sycamore's finest.
Sycamore's finest, baby. Yes, honestly. But you go from being the backup to where people don't really know what you're doing and stuff like that to people talking about you, and you're talking about you on Flow Wrestling and stuff. So when I first heard my name on Flow, I was like, oh snap, I did it. So just I don't know really how I adjusted to it. Coach Ryan always joked with me with my grades started slipping, he's like, stop reading the headlines, Traub. You got to do your homework and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I don't really know how to describe it.
Well, I'm excited for you, but I know a lot of your teammates had to have loved seeing, being a part of somebody on a team. You were essentially with the Kim Kardashian of Ohio State. Everybody knows who Gas Tank Gary is. So what was probably the most irritating thing about Gary becoming an icon in Columbus?
I would say, well, there's a couple. I would say, well, he always had a sense of arrogance, but most of it came from playing Madden. He really thinks he's special at Madden.
Well, is he? Are
you kidding? I think the record speaks for itself, especially in this matchup.
So esports is something that you've been getting into during quarantine.
Oh yeah, always. We were playing a lot of Call of Duty. It's really all there is to do. Really, you just gotta stay inside and play. They were playing Call of Duty. We're playing. That's it. We're watching Netflix. That's it.
Well, esports is a big thing right now. But aside from just the arrogance of Madden, what else is irritating about Gas Tank himself?
I think, he thinks that, he uses his gas tank to promote himself, in a legal way. We don't want NCAA.
Smart man.
We don't want NCAA after us.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's promoting himself in a way, to get where he needs to go. He tries to use it as pickup lines, I think.
Pickup lines. So the women love Gas Tank Gary in Columbus. Is that what we're getting at?
Oh, without question.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So your go-to pickup line.
Oh gosh, you're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a girl. I walk up to you on the street and I say, "Oh my God, you are Gas Tank Gary. How are you picking me up? What's your pickup line?"
If that's what you're going to, then I already got you. Then you're already a done deal.
So
Like,
you
already,
know
yeah.
that the name is enough. You don't even need to say anything further. Just hello, I'm Gas Tank.
As soon as I hear gas tank, I'm turning around and seeing who said it.
Right. Absolutely.
But
Everyone knows it's
I
you.
would say, what's been working for me, lately I've been kind of, obviously you don't fish with the same bait every time you go out. So, I have a couple of different things, but I've been rocking with the hypotheticals lately, just hitting them with, so hypothetically, if we were to get out of here, you coming with me? Basically, so, keep it short, keep it sweet, stuff like that.
Show that you know what's going on in the world. We have a quarantine, but theoretically, hypothetically, if there was a way to get out of here, I'm taking you with me.
Yes, yes.
Short, sweet, to the point. Shows that you want their company. You're interested in their company. I like that.
And you got to use the quarantine too. So you hit them with listen, you got to pick the right girl, because you get stuck. You're stuck with this girl maybe for a week. Maybe you're locked in a room for 4 days. You never know. So you definitely want to you hit her with the hypothetical, and then you hit her with are you crazy type question, like, you're not going to kill me if we get stuck in a room for 4 days, are you? So
right.
There's definitely some risk involved.
So ideally, though, if you're thinking about being trapped in quarantine with people, I know Luke's kind of stuck with me right now, so that's unfortunate for him. Really unfortunate for me, honestly. I would have definitely picked someone better too, but that's besides the point. That's all we have right now. If there was one person on your team that Gas Tank Gary could be quarantined with, who would it be and why? What do they have to bring to the table for you during quarantine?
Let me think. So somebody that had to – usually – if you had asked me this question and I hadn't been over Luke's every day, I would say one of those probably. But, I'm kind of sick of them. So
yeah, I get
it. Definitely not a Kuntz, because you're not going to get any sleep because they're going to be playing the drums and stuff. I'm trying to think. Who would I want to spend? Honestly, I'm going to go wild card here. I'm going to say Hunter Lucas.
Wow.
Because
Lucas.
We're going out to Lucas' house. We got dirt bikes, so that's kind of my thing. Stay outside, get on some dirt bikes. He's an outdoor guy, so I would love Luke to be back here, play some frisbee golf, but
Yeah, I think that would be a fun thing.
But
is that who you agree, or who on your team would you want to be quarantined with, Luke?
Definitely not Traub. Anybody but Traub. No, I think on the team, JD Stickley.
Stickley.
I think he's also a outdoors guy, but he likes the game. He has fun.
That's true.
I think eventually we butt heads. He gives his fair share of stats in the back, but I think it would be fun.
There you go. I like that. All right, so you're big outdoor guys. So far we have Gas Tank Gary with hypothetical pickup lines. He's using the name and the clout as much as he can, and he's a big outdoor guy. So let's pretend that we have Gas Tank Gary. He is our bachelor right now. Because, essentially, he's bragging about how many girls he can get, right? So we got him lined up. How are we going to pitch him to the world as the bachelor? What is your bio going to look like that you want people to know about you? What do you bring to the table?
You're asking me?
Yes.
What's my bio?
And then we'll see if Luke agrees. He might have some other ones to throw in here.
Okay. Wait, what was the question? repeat it one more
You're
time.
on The Bachelor. What are you bringing to the table for
Okay.
all these women?
So I got the 12 roses, right? There's 12.
Yeah. Let's say,
Wow.
yeah, you have 12.
You're already starting out with 12.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm playing with house
Man.
so
You think 12 girls actually sign up for that show?
Well, no. He started with 30. He has to cut it.
Okay.
He's cutting it down to 12.
Oh, wow.
I have to tell-
Yeah.
So what do I want them to know about me?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, I'm 6'2" on paper. 6 foot in person. But you've seen the tape. He can move. He's nimble. He's not your typical, big guy. So, I get all the stereotypes a lot, so big guys like to eat. Yeah, I like to eat, but I can move as well. So that needs to be known. So I like being outdoors, like we already talked about. I don't know.
Oh, I like it though. He's adventurous. I mean, I didn't stick around to see what he had to offer.
Yeah, I think
for sure.
I think you touched on a nickname that not many people, and we would call you the Nimble Giant.
The Nimble Giant.
He's also known as the Nimble Giant. I think he was the Nimble
A man
Giant.
of many names.
He was the Nimble Giant way before the
many nicknames.
Yeah.
Wow, the Nimble Giant. Okay, I like it. I think Gas Tank has a little bit better of a ring to it, but I mean, it's the same purpose. I get what we're saying here. I like it. But something that you also do is, I would say, one of the most impressive traits about him is how hardworking he is, not just as an athlete. Like, you've outdone yourself on the mat. We've seen what you can do as an Ohio State wrestler. But I have heard that you have worked in quite a few places and still do that while wrestling throughout the season. So I want to know about the experience as an Aldi employee.
Oh, gosh. It's been pretty crazy lately, with all the stuff going on. Like, there's been a lot of us there. So, like, we've been working a lot. And it's really sketchy. Like, Colin got really sketched out the other day because, obviously I work in the morning and then I go over their place. So they're all always like, dude, you're going to bring something back here. We're all going to get sick and die and stuff. That's Colin. He's like super anxious about that. So, but it has been a little sketchy just because, everyone there is wearing masks and stuff. So it's weird. And you're like constantly
Are
having.
you wearing a mask? Are you wearing a mask while you're checking people out at Aldi's?
No, I'm not wearing a mask or gloves or anything.
That's good.
I'm immune basically. So you sleep on Luke's couch for long enough, you're immune to coronavirus. You
sleep on your couch?
I think he stayed on. Well, he actually doesn't even sleep on the couch. He sleeps on the ottoman. He reclines our chair and uses our chair and ottoman. So we have a 200 odd pound man sleeping on a pull out ottoman / chair.
He's a simple man. He doesn't need much to survive.
I don't need much. Just somewhere flat or semi-flat.
And I like the fact that he's not essential to just your lineup, but he is an essential employee during the coronavirus. So mad respect to Gas Tank Gary. I also heard that you used to work at this place called Skyline Chili, and you are coming out of Cincy, and all I've heard about is this chili, and I need to know all about what Cincy has to offer with this chili.
Okay, let me give you the lowdown on Skyline Chili.
Okay.
Basically, if you're not from Cincinnati, you don't like it. So it's basically you either love it or you hate it or you think it's disgusting. Luke is towards the love it.
It's a below average chili joint.
And I don't know how to describe it, but they put cinnamon in it. It's got chocolate in it, so it's got like a nice little sweet chili taste.
Okay.
But it is definitely hit or miss. It is you either are a big fan of it or you don't like it.
Okay.
Similar to me, kind of. You either love me or hate me.
Yeah.
That's like a bowl of chili.
We talked about a secret, your secret recipe that you brought home for us with spaghetti, meat, taco wrap.
Oh wait, so he can cook too.
No, this is all from Skyline. Well, he just brought it back.
Oh, okay. I'm like, we're over here. Up.
So this is a big misconception about Skyline. People think that it's weird that you put chili on spaghetti. I don't think that's weird.
Okay.
Kyle Snyder thinks it's weird.
I mean, it's just like a big sauce, like a big meat sauce, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Where he's going with that? Come on.
Okay, she did that.
Shake his head no.
How does she get it? And then they have you can put chili on hot dogs, put a little cheese on top.
Right.
The cheese is the best part. And then this one time I brought home, so I'll walk you through the process here. We get a nice tortilla. All right, base layer tortilla, base layer cheese, chili on top, sour cream. If you ask for it, you don't need to get it.
Right, you don't have
All
to.
right, you wrap all that up in the tortilla, pop it in the microwave so it melts the cheese, and it's called a chilito, and it's the best thing ever. So.
Okay, well, I found our next quarantine meal, and you're gonna make it for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have.
I'm an awesome cook, and I've shown that about a billion times so far during quarantine. He hasn't made anything at all, so that's really irritating. I'm basically fading away to nothing over here. So I think
the only thing you've cooked is scrambled eggs.
Relax. I cooked so much more than that. I made a quesadilla today.
I've been on a grind. I've been on I've been hoarding ribeye steaks at Aldi. So they only put out a certain amount. Because they only put out a certain amount
Most
because
people are hoarding toilet paper and you're hoarding ribeye steaks.
Yes, you have to because they put out 6 of them. We get 2 boxes, which is not a lot.
Right.
And they put them all out. And so every morning when I go in there, I work from 6 to 1. Every morning I would go in there and hide 2 or 3 ribeye steaks so I can buy them at the end of the day. And then but yeah, so I've been getting 2 or 3 steaks a day. And just, when you got it, you got it. You got to start eating good.
Right.
So
I
mean, this mass on.
Take some notes. He's eating good and he's lasting long in matches. So he's got a theory here that I think a lot of us need to remember.
True.
But I heard something else pretty interesting about you, Gary Traub, and about Skyline Chili, and that's also not just that. You're the gas tank Gary wrestler. You're a hardworking man. You like the outdoors, but you also can rap.
I don't know.
False.
I don't know if I can rap, but the rap that I did is pretty good. So I don't want to.
You're gonna perform it for us right now, right?
Yeah, Luke gave me a little heads up, so I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he had time to prepare. I like that. I like it.
Yeah. It's a long story about this rap. So when I started it, my boss at Skyline, he was joking with me about it one day, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna write a rap and see what it turns out. And I looked at the date on it, and I haven't even finished it. Luke, since that day of fishing camp, nothing has been added or changed.
What?
Okay, but now during quarantine is the perfect time to start finishing it.
I know. I've looked at it today, and I was like, actually, I'm trying to think. He told me at 10, and I was like, dang, I could probably rush and finish it, but I didn't.
No, quality work takes time. You take your time. But I do want to hear what you have so far.
So the title of the rap is Chili Gang.
Chili Gang. Okay.
It's set to Gucci Gang, obviously.
Yes.
So let's see. Let me get my lyrics pulled up here. Okay. Here we go. Chili Gang. All right, you ready? Here it comes. It's too bad you won't be seeing me. Okay, here it goes. Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang. Wait, I messed up already.
Okay, go back. Come on. We're feeling it. If it makes you feel better, we're feeling it. So go for it.
Okay. We're in still. It's not the right instrumental.
Oh, Traub, come on.
It's hard to find.
You're about to be discovered from this. You got to nail it.
I do. This is big time. Okay, here we go. We're going with this. I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang. Spread that cheese on 3-way. Come on, 29th, 320 day. Get a type of cake from the bakery. I bought a girl a line, she want to marry me. Rather go buy more chili. Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang. Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang. Spend that check on chili, man. My girl Abby's a big fan. She always bring a line home to the fam. Bun, dog, chili, and some cheese, man. We'll fix it up like no one else can. Hey, Chili Gang, Chili Gang, Chili Gang. These Chilitos cost more than your rent. Get 2 cheese cones, make it 10. Still slinging chili till bed. Sit down, we'll keep you well fed. chili stuff ain't being new to me. Burning my hands to the third degree. 1,000 pounds of cheese costs hella G's. Screw bedtime, screw hot cheese. Girl outside with a cigarette. Asking for food that ain't ready yet. Gotta laugh, made a joke on the headset. It's 10:30 and we ain't even home yet. Adding water to the pot. Make that chili wet. That's all I got.
I am a huge
Gold.
fan of Chili Gang. I would absolutely download that song for sure, without a doubt.
#1 on iTunes streaming.
I love it. That is so creative. It's good. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised, and I applaud you. And I think if you're the Bachelor, if you're our Gas Tank Bachelor that we're nominating you for, that is definitely one of the top things I'm putting up is that you can rap. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's got rhythm. Whoa.
Love it. I think you should finish it too, and then you should put a video out and make like a music video. Like, what else are you gonna do during quarantine?
Wow.
Besides being an essential employee at Aldi, so like take that first. That's important. But
That's actually a good idea. I might have to do that. I
Yeah.
could have
Can
we
I
got Eli,
produce it?
the film major. Eli's got a nice little camera. We could shoot a little video in the front yard or something. Maybe Buckus in it.
yeah, absolutely. Buckus might not move from the couch. So for reference, Buckus is a dog who literally is Elijah Cleary's, correct?
Yep.
And he doesn't move off the couch. Like, he's the laziest dog ever, but he's awesome.
He's part of the couch, exactly.
He is part of the couch. Yeah,
Thanks.
for sure. But no, I love that. I think you should finish it, and then when you finish it and it's like produced, you should run out to it next year.
Running out the
Run
chili
out
game.
song. It's definitely a run out song. Come on, this is great. This is a great idea for
It'll
you.
be perfect. It'll be perfect.
All right, but speaking of Ohio State wrestling, I want to get to know some of the ins and outs and the fun things that's going on in the Ohio State wrestling room. I have two of you here right now, so I know we're going to get some good ideas bouncing off each other, flowing, but the most irritating things that happen in the Ohio State wrestling room, whether it's coaches, athletes, during practice, after practice, what are some of the things that really make both of you so annoyed during practice? We can start with Luke.
I would say the most irritating thing. I mean, there's a couple, but I think it's frustrating when we're playing handball. Just the level of just cheating, just people that cheat so bad.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
There's
Colin,
yeah. I mean, Colin's a great example.
he's a culprit for sure.
Colin Moore cheats at handball.
Yeah, see,
The next big headline.
He I don't want to throw him the bus too bad, but I think he used to have a little bit of an anger issue, I think. But he's calmed down quite a bit, but that's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, I think he has a track record of every time you play handball, somebody you want to pick him. I mean, obviously I'm first pick because you're only as good as your goalie. So
you're the goalie.
First,
Okay, he's the
I'm
goaltender.
usually first pick. So but the close second will be Colin because you don't want to play against him because you're catching an elbow. He's going to try to run you over something. So
He's a dirty player.
Mhm.
He's a dirty guy.
Also, I think your draft stock has fallen a lot since the gas tank. Aura has came over. You haven't focused on your
focusing. I just haven't been focusing. I'm not getting down to my stance low enough. I'm kind of taking it for granted. The grind.
Like you're looking for the cameras and you're not focusing on the ball. It's just a lot going on.
He's becoming way too comfortable.
Yes.
Way too comfortable.
Yeah.
Complacent. That's perfect.
Yes.
So during quarantine, that's another thing you have to do. You have to finish a rap and become a better handball goalie, or else your draft prospect is really going down. Wait, you're over here, though, calling people out. Is Luke even a good handball player?
See, this is the problem with Luke. He's not a scorer.
The problem with Luke.
He's not a scorer.
No, facilitator.
I think he calls himself a facilitator, but really he's kind of just the cog in the system, if you ask me.
He's the guy making a lot of noise to make it seem like he's relevant, but you're not doing anything.
Assists win game.
He's all fakes. He's all head fake.
Right.
Just watch his belly.
I'll put up one goal a game, at least. But I also will assist on 2 or 3.
Well,
Triple doubles.
It's fine. It's fine. We know that Gas Tank Gary carries most of the weight on that team anyway. It's fine. But not to brag. I mean, I played club handball at Penn State for a couple of years. So, I mean, if anybody wants to suit up, let me know because I'm pretty good.
Survive.
I'm pretty good.
You wouldn't
survive.
I'm really athletic. I'm sorry. We were male and female athlete of 2016, and some of us have scored since then, and some of us haven't. So, not going to name names, but
yeah.
It's fine.
Interesting.
All right. So something else about Ohio State wrestling that I want to know is one person that you will absolutely never understand despite spending most of your college career with them. Because I think one of the best things about college is being exposed to so many different kinds of people, and you just can't explain some of the weird stuff that you see living with people and having to spend most of your life traveling with people and staying in hotels. So one person that each of you will never understand despite spending most of your college career with them.
Traub, you're first.
I'm first.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the one that just came to me, knee-jerk reaction was Eli. Just because, it's not that he, just some of the stories that he'll tell you are just or some of the things that he does are just so weird and so, and you just you'll be laughing and you'll be like how did he just come up with what he just said to me? What is this guy talking about right now?
He's
But
wise. He's probably got a lot of life experience. He's got a lot to tell you.
he's always got a crazy story about it. So I would say off the top of my head, that's probably Eli. And I don't have to live with them. I live with them selectively. So
So he's adding some sort of quality to your life then if you're selecting to live with him.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Luke, your turn. Somebody you'll never understand.
I'm gonna have to go with Quinn Kinner.
That's a good one.
He's just completely off the wall, and he just will talk and talk and talk. Nobody will listen, but he'll just keep talking. So eventually, you just have to walk away from him. And we got meals this year. This is a great point. Just to you won't be understand them. We got meals and they were frozen. And at the end of the week, you have to get your meals or you're not going to be able to get them for the next week. So he got his meals and just put them in his locker.
No.
And left them there for 3 or 4 days. And it just stunk up the whole locker room. We didn't know what was going on until he opened his locker. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it's a disaster.
His excuse, he's like, I think, dude, I swear they were in there for at least a week. They were in there and he said, I was like, Quinn, if you knew they were in there and they were stinking your locker, why wouldn't you not just go in and grab them? He's like, dude, I didn't want to open that thing because the smell would spread everywhere. I was like, Quinn, get the damn meals out of your locker. Stop.
Yeah.
And I'm 2 lockers away from him. So when he did open it, the whole locker room just reeked. It was terrible.
Oh, that's awful. Oh my gosh. That's such a guy. It's definitely a dude thing. A locker room already smells so bad, and then leaving food in there to rot and not throwing it away. Yeah. I'm just not surprised. I'm not surprised. But the legend that is Gas Tank Gary Traub has been revealed. I absolutely love it, and I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of that song. And Luke, thank you so much for being my co-host today. I think we got some better quality content out of these two being here together. I love it. I think we should do things like this more often because I think a lot of your teammates, especially I want to hear Colin being called out as a cheater. I think he's going to appreciate that.
Yes.
But unfortunately this year with everything that went on with the pandemic, and it's a terrible thing going on in the world right now, both of you were qualified for NCAAs, and I'm so sorry that was taken away from you. But one thing that you could say right now to just your Ohio State fan base out there and people that have supported you too, being some of the icons that you are in Columbus, what do you want to say to your fan base out there?
Go ahead, Cap. Centennial, take it away, baby.
It's just a thank you to everybody who's cheered on for my past 4 years. It's been great. I don't regret anything. It's been so much fun. So just thanks for support, coming out to the matches and singing along to the best walkout song there is.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Family Tradition.
Of course, absolutely.
Fantastic song.
All right, well next year, Chili Gang is going to be the number one.
Yeah.
So
every week singing Chili Gang. That's right, Luke.
Yeah. You got to get the lyrics streaming across the the banner.
Yeah. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
Gas Tank, any final words to your fans that you want to say?
Just thanks to everybody for coming out to the matches and stuff like that. It was really cool, getting to wrestle like Cavelli and stuff, especially it being that first year and how crazy it was and how crazy it got during some of those duels. And even though I don't know, it was just obviously the pandemic is tough and stuff like that, and you really everyone wanted to go to nationals, but I think what I experienced this year was I'll never forget it. So it was pretty sweet, and I can't wait to do it again next year. So that's all I have to say.
I'm excited to see what Gas has in store for another year. I am literally so excited for that. But thank you so much. That has been Hear Them Out with Hannah Mears, featuring Gas Tank Gary and co-hosted by Luke Pletcher of Ohio State. Thanks so much, guys.